There we go. Can you hear me? I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Doing good, doing good.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome everybody to Conversations. I have a special guest, P Money, repping the 330. You know what I'm saying? Doing big things around here. A star on the rise. Had to tap in, see what's going on with you. How you feeling tonight?
Feeling really good, honestly. I just got done doing a little bit of freestyling to this beat I'm working on. I was working on some real estate too. I'm in a real estate class. So I'm about 5 hours away from being completed with that. So
Congratulations. Congratulations.
appreciate
All
that.
right. Well, let's take it back to the essence. What originally got you involved in the music game? Like just your interest in music overall.
Ever since I was a kid, I loved tapping, humming, singing along to all these songs. Eminem is a huge influence in my life. Just growing up listening to his music, but I listen to all kinds of music: Ashanti, Ja Rule, Usher, Black Eyed Peas, all that. But
Mm.
I always felt it. I'm always singing along. Matter of fact, I'm singing my own words over the top of the beat ever since I can remember. You know what I'm saying? And so, eventually, when I was 13, I wrote my first song, and that was to a 3-6 Mafia song. So I kind of just wrote my own words over they beat.
Wow, that's so you always just kind of had your own thing about the music. You just like, all right, I like this beat, but this is how I want to do it.
Yeah, in my head, I'm hearing it, I'm singing it, and it's natural. It's natural. The words come to me, the flows come to me, and gosh, it's like I get high every time when I'm writing music, when I'm freestyling. It lifts me up, man. It takes me somewhere to another realm.
Okay, okay, that's what's happening. Now you're from Akron, correct?
Ohio, about 15 minutes outside of Akron. Yes.
Okay, okay. So tell me about the whole hip hop movement. You know what I'm saying, in your area when you was growing up. Like how was it?
So, we've been out here. The Bone Thugs of Harmony out here, Chip the Ripper, Ruda Bang, got Pring Debussy. We got a lot of artists that was doing their thing. And then also we have the Ohio Entertainment Awards that just had the 10th annual award ceremony. And I was actually very blessed to be a nominee this year for that. So that was huge to me. So, we've had a lot of different engagements, different shows, different things like that in the area.
Okay, okay. So where are some of the local artists that you always kind of looked up to?
So, just from my specific area, my people doing their thing, I'm going to shout out to Eli Nash, Major Wave, Ty Cashino. I'm going to shout out to Dre the Great. I'm going to shout out to Kiel, Reckless Rich. There's so many people I could go on and on. Scootopolis. In my specific area, man, we're doing it big, and there's a lot of people who really pour their heart into it. But I do have to say, I've been working with Eli Nash a lot. A lot of my songs engineered by him. He's doing his thing out here, big and strong, big and strong.
That's what's happening. That's what's happening. Now tell me this. You have a joint with Crazy Bone. How did that even manifest?
Hallelujah. Thank the Lord. And you said it, manifest. I'm gonna go back a little bit, but last year I put myself into a competition. It was called Too Hot Radio Competition, and I had
Okay.
won in this area. I went down to Myrtle Beach. I had got the most nominations out of this area, so then they had paid for me to go down to Atlanta. I had the honor of meeting Lil Boosie, Gunplay, a lot of different individuals, networking, young Jeezy's DJ. They're like, "Whoa, this music dope! Send it to me." And for me, pushing myself into something like that put me outside of the box, something I wasn't used to, getting that exposure, getting the feedback. And so from that point forward, I said, let me reach out. Let me reach out to some artists that I want to work with. And that's exactly what I did. I got into Zaytoven's inbox. I got in Crazy Bones inbox. I got into Lil Boosie's inbox. And they all was talking to me and hit me back. I said, this is God. This is really real right now, right? So Crazy's like, yeah, I'm going to do a track with you. Tap in. And I locked in immediately. And I got to writing. I found the beat right here to Slaughter That Music. That's the cover art right there. It's available on all platforms. Slaughter That Music. You know what I'm saying? We doing numbers. And I just wrote it. Still like, oh, I just feeling it, baby, from my cigars, I'm killing, I blaze it, music high healing, I'm feeling amazing, great for the guy that I'm dealing this way, he should been through the mazes, the crazy contagious, and right there, when I wrote that, the crazy contagious, I'm like, oh God, he go, this crazy.
So you were in that whole zone. You were just comfortable. You didn't feel intimidated, nervous, or anything, huh?
No, like, shout out big Sagittarius energy. I am a Sag. My birthday's in 5 days. I don't know if it's us, the energy, they still with us, but like the confidence is maxed out. But I feel as if, like, humbly speaking, though, I I just knew, like, I kept on reaching out and reaching out, reaching out, and getting the feedback and let me know they listening to me. So I know I got it, and they know I got it too, because you're not gonna pay me no time of day if you didn't hear something in me. And I said, okay, this motivation to fire up under my, right now, we need something to go.
Yeah, yeah, because I understand. It's like when you get certain opportunities, there's no time to be nervous. Like this is the opportunity. Because don't nobody want to just get blew out the water.
And I still, to this day, I'm like, wow, I have a song with Crazy Bone. Like, this is real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, bless you, Craig. Bless you, Craig.
So what you have any shows? What shows are you doing or have you
Yes,
done?
sir. So, speaking of Sagittarius, I'm throwing the first annual Sagittarius Bash, December 17th at the Burnt Pickle in Kent. So far, I got a full roster, over 15 performers. This is a platform that I've been doing where all artists have an opportunity to get paid. So it's crowd based. So you bring 20 people, you get a couple $100 that night. The more people that come and support you, the more money you're going to get. It engages artists, also gives them a chance to display their talent. But on the same day, my first mixtape featuring Faline is going to be coming out. I'm super thrilled about that, as well as we're going to be shooting a couple scenes to some music videos that day. So it's going to be a good vibe.
Okay. So you got the videos and everything popping, huh?
Food truck, we got shout out to Tacos and Burritos California. They about to pull up, and lemonades and Polish sausage. It's gonna be a good vibe, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. That's what's up. What would you say is the hardest thing about being an artist coming out this area?
There's a lot of fish in the water. A lot of fish in the water. And marketing. Spot on. I would say would have been the hardest thing for me, because I've been rapping and I've been remixing and I've been writing. I got books on books on books of lyrics. It's crazy, ill, fast. Like this person got it. Who wrote this? But it doesn't matter how talented you are, how much you can dance, sing, twist around. If you are not marketing yourself out here, you are not going to go anywhere. And once I understood that that is the key to engaging and getting out there, plus be ASCAP registered, have your LLC. Don't play around. Like, treat this as your business, because it is your business. You're putting money into the studio time. You're putting money to the video, the cover art, the backdrop behind me. Everything costs money. Everything you do as an artist costs money. And to build your brand and to get that back, man, you've got to put yourself out there like you are the $1 billion house for sale.
Yeah, that's true, because nobody's going to spend money on something they never really heard of. If you're not seeing, I always look at it as the shot in the dark. There, you at least got to give people the opportunity. Shot in the dark better than no shot at all.
Exactly.
And it's crazy, because especially with the internet now, we really have to get out in front of people just to hope they press the link. But
exactly.
you got to be there. You have to be in front of them in order for them to press the link. So who's some of your industry influences that you really just kind of gravitate to?
So, definitely, of course, I said Eminem. For me, growing up, it was the anger he spoke. It was the situations with his mom he went through. I can relate to a lot of that. But more so recently, Lil Baby, he's like one of my number one go-tos. But when he came out, I'm listening to him like, man, the things he's saying is like, he's saying it. He ain't holding back. You know what I'm saying? And that spoke to me for real. And just the struggles that he has shared. His birthday's also a few days away from mine, so I feel that big Sagittarius energy all day. I'm gonna shout that shit forever. And so Future, I love Future. Riding in the car, you got somewhere to go. You got 8 hours to bang out in the car, put that Future on, and we get in there in no time. You know what I'm saying?
So what's your goal with the music? So are you just gonna be your own label, or are you looking to sign? What's your ultimate goal with this?
So, eventually I definitely want to have my own label, PLE, which is in my logo right there. It says for P Money's Lyric Empire. And I do have that LLC because I plan to build an empire off these lyrics. As I mentioned earlier, the real estate school and this music is going to go hand in hand. Whether I pop in one before the other, I'm still going to go hard with both because I'm going to invest the money from the real estate into the music. I'm going to invest the money from the music into the real estate about the properties. But my thing is this. I don't want to sell my rights to my music. If I get a deal that is blessing me and allowing me to keep my independence and not going to control what I say, they're not going to tell me how I have to speak, like, critique me, I'm critiquable, but don't try to change me. I will not sell myself. Money talks. But my ultimate goal is to get paid from this. And if I could do that completely independent, blown up, sell millions, billions of records, I would love that. You know what I'm saying? And then just put other people on with that same opportunity.
Yeah, because maintaining, especially now, maintaining your creative freedom is huge. It's huge for artists, and it's like, and you see, I think that's why you see more artists coming out, putting out actually better music, because a lot of stuff seems to be add water and stir with the industry, but then you have these more independent artists who's bringing a real flavor to the game.
Exactly, the uniqueness, the storytelling. Everybody can rap about getting money, come up with dance songs and things like that, but we need to be speaking deeper messages, especially
Yeah.
into this world that I already feel is so misguided. Like I just got a track called Morals. A little bit different vibe, but it's literally what it sounds like. The world is misguided and somebody's got to teach them. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt, no
Because
doubt.
the internet is twisted. You could look at the phone and see some stuff that you never in your life thought you would ever be looking at. It's like, who did this? Why is this here on my phone? And for the kids that's younger, coming up into this is all they know, all they see is their phone and the new this and the TikTok. Let me try that. TikTok could be good, but it also can be polluted. And if we could use our influential voices to put messages out here and the platforms that we have to speak like positive existence and manifesting greatness and morals and just working hard, man, that's really what we need to do. I got a different type of vibe I'm gonna be bringing to the game. You know what I'm saying, who's gonna be something else?
Because that as a hip hop head, I'm real big on lyrics. Like I love when people tell their story, because then I become more engaged with their music and I become more familiar with that artist. And that's why I love when an artist just really put their story out there, because like I said, everybody talk about the money. You ain't always have money. So what were you doing before you had money? What was your mentality? Like what got you through these hard times? Because the majority of people in this world is going through stuff. And I think they can relate when you put that message out there.
Very much so. And I've been tapping into that lately. I used to be more just the angry fast, but I'm actually working on a song called Drowning Out the Sounds. And it's deep, but I am going through a lot. And it's like drowning out the sounds from everyone around me now. Proud and thanking God that I'd have made it off the ground, and it's just got a deeper tone to it because it's what's really going on. It's so much emotion, so much this, so much that. I'm telling you, I'm focusing on my dreaming right now. And then I have another song called Real Life. I've actually been working on this song for maybe about 8-9 months now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like a rock type vibe to it. And I started writing this before I found out who my father was. I'll be 29 here in 5 days. Just found out my dad in March of this year. I sent off for the ancestry. But that's what I'm talking about. In the first verse, it talks about how I don't know my dad and da-da-da. And then as the second verse comes on, it talks about how I just sent off for the DNA and it came back. Now the song is still in the writing because I'm still going through this. I'm still processing. And when the finals come, you'll know. Because certain songs, it's not about a rush. It's not about a let's get this done right now. This is, like you said, my story, my life. And I'm putting my all into it. So, you can't rush greatness.
No, you can't, and that's how I look at it. You're an artist, and I'm glad to see that you take pride in your lyrics, because it seems like we're in the day and age where people are just kind of saying anything. You know what I mean? And it's like, take some pride and be responsible for what you speak, because it seems like when you put words in the atmosphere, you don't know how that's going to play out, or even come back to haunt you.
Very much true because what we do say, whether it's positive or negative, is manifesting, especially in these music and the things we're writing down and saying over and over again. If we're saying something very volatile and not positive, we could manifest that energy upon us just by thinking it. We don't even have to speak it.
Let me ask you this, like, as you're coming into this game and you look back at over these last few years, we're losing a lot of artists, a lot of young artists, way, way too young to violence. What's your thoughts and your feelings on that?
You can't change a person and where they come from. I don't know the whole situation, but I do know Takeoff, he was in a dice game. Rest in peace to him. And then what happened was horrible. I think that, when I do make it, I've already started moving differently as than I did a few years ago. Just because, people, your closest friends, you never know, you could be caught the wrong place, the wrong time. But what I'm saying is, when I get to a certain level, I just wouldn't be putting myself in situations like, again, you can't take your roots from you, but there's just places I probably would never go again, or things I would never do. But like right now, I have to do that. Right now, I might need to do that. This is what I'm used to doing. This might be where my friends at. But when I reach a certain level, my face ain't finna be outside like that, and it's not about hiding or anything like that. But, you have to just really move like the president when you are at that level of exposure.
Yeah, you do, because it's just, I don't know, it just seems like we're just in some of the weirdest times I've ever seen in my life, man.
It's so awful. It's really like we turn on our phones, we check it out, and it's like, oh my God, this is heartbreaking.
Yeah, yeah, it is. What's your message for like kids who want to do music? Like what would you tell like a little 12-year-old boy or girl that's trying to do music?
I'm glad you said that. I do have some step kids. Shout out to TJ, shout out Ethan, and they rap, they sing, and the girls too. Younger. But my advice would be write how you feel, and if you're not a writer and you're a freestyle it every day, because that's what I did and I still do it. And I'm constantly growing. I'm constantly getting better. Some of my rhymes might seem very like, articulate and stuff like that, but the more I do it, I'm able to like break the barriers of where I previously was. And I thought that was my best. So never stop, keep perfecting your craft, and make sure it's coming from the heart. It's okay to be silly. I have a song called Manners Bananas I wrote specifically for the kids because most of my music has cuss words. So I'm gonna
Right.
have something for the kids because the kids always want to sing my track. So, Manners Bananas, yes ma'am, thank you sir. So just something that everybody can vibe with, and you know be engaging with the crowd when you have the opportunity to do so. Be engaging, eye contact, hop in the crowd, pour your all into it because it will speak, it will shine through your energy.
Yeah, I can tell you're an animal on stage. Like you got a lot of personality. I can tell. Now
Comes out.
what's your favorite part of the process? Performing or recording?
That's hard. Okay, so I'm like almost like a perfectionist when it comes to recording. I think I would say I enjoy performing more because there is like this rush that comes from it. And some people know about me, some people don't. But I used to be nervous. I used to have crazy stage fright. Nobody would ever know because like you get up there and you just turn to this other person, and then I do because when I'm done, I feel it, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so high. Can I do it again? Like,
Oh man. So it's just like just kind of transform and kill it. What's been your favorite place to perform thus far?
oh, so I got to perform at Captivate in Cleveland last month. That was a cool place, a bigger place. The Vortex in Akron, that's cool. My frequent, it's a Burnt Pickle. We've had a few shows there. Favorite though. Atlanta. I was at Studio Space Atlanta. And it's a really cool place like Shaq. He's recorded some commercials there. All different kinds of people have recorded their music videos there, being locked up in hospital and jail. So many scenes, but that was a really cool opportunity because you could walk right in the next room and be in a whole different scene. You know, that was nice.
Wow. Wow. That's incredible. That's incredible. So you have a very exciting 2023 coming up. What do you have jumping off at the first of the year?
As far as New Year's,
Yeah, well, the first quarter, the first quarter of the year.
all right, so my very first music videos get ready to come out. First quarter of the year will be dropping. So trying to get right. That's been anticipated. I've been waiting for it. So we got that going on. And then we also are going to have another show in mid-January. Obviously not going to be Sagittarius Bash, same vibe. Artists will come, they'll get paid. And definitely going to be traveling again. Traveling, I work with the Grime Old Cypher, and we travel all over. So like, they'll have a cipher in Vegas or Florida, whatever. If you make it, you can go. You get there, you spit your bars, and we record a music video, and it's going. So I'm definitely excited about that. We'll have another Florida venture here very soon as well.
Mhm. So you have a nice team put in place and everything, right?
Yes, well, speaking of that too, shout out to Uniquely Coordinated. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Burn. Also, shout out to Swaggy Lou. Shout out to Visions to Reality. You know, we're building and constantly evolving, constantly networking. The
Right.
key to it is, besides marketing, is having your Rolodex of contacts. You got to have people who have people who have people, you know?
Yeah. Networking is everything. Yeah, networking is everything because that just puts a lot of things in place and whatnot. So you're about to drop this project. How many songs are on your album?
So my friend Falan, my coworker, this is his specific. Well, I don't want to say it's his specific. He named it. It's gonna be called the West Side Stories mixtape. And me and him been doing music. He's almost like he on Instagram. It's Dorian Falan and Phelan. But he has a voice and it's like Chris Brown. And so what happens is when we do music and we collab, let's say it's a track I wrote. Like if you type in The Great Escape, I wrote that. I sent it to him. You see his verse on the end. But then we have a track called The West Side Story that's available everywhere. Same artist, Phelan. He wrote that. He sent it to me, and it brings out like an R&B, emotional, slowed down version of me, which is not. I'm not slowed down. I'm like, so when we collab, it brings out those different emotions from one another. So this whole mixtape is all him and me on each track, and so I'm super excited. I believe there's 12 tracks on there.
Okay. So you're gonna drop the mixtape, then work on the album.
Correct.
Okay. I'm definitely have to check out this mixtape because you sound like you got a real good vibe that's gonna be popping off. The way you describe it. Plus, I like compilations of music that's kind of like a roller coaster ride because it seems like a lot of people now like it'll be all right, but it's just kind of here.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like my pet peeve is when one song sounds like the same, the next, instead of just getting you here, getting you there, just creating the whole vibe.
This is gonna be very diverse. There's a song on there like Papa Like a Drop Hypnotic, and then you're gonna have a song that's like very emotional called Like a Bird, Blind Like a Bird, Everyone Who Ever Did Me Wrong or Irked My Nerves, then you're gonna have The Great Escape, probably about the way you get paid oh ain't okay. So it's definitely gonna take you like that. I can see that, yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And you say you've been rapping for how long now?
I want to say about 9, 10 years old freestyling. Okay, I'm about to be 29, but I wrote my first remix when I was 13. That's word for word. 36 Mafia has a song called Late Night Tip. And I fell in love with the beat. I care less what they're saying, but I took each one of them syllables and I wrote my own words. And I said, oh, yeah. So 15, 16 years strong.
Did you do writing before you was doing music, like just wrote poetry and things like that?
That was my favorite part of school. It was always math and literature. I didn't really care for social studies, it's just the history, but I need to know, but that just wasn't me. I want to get into the science and stuff. But I went back to, I still have a lot of my school books, and I go back to some of them poems I wrote. I'm like, wow, this is deep. 8, 9, 10-year-old me, right like this. So it was always in there.
Have you thought about publishing your poems? Like putting out a book or something like that?
No, I actually like that. Now, I'm always been into like acting or want to kind of tell my story, make up a short, small TV show. I think that's something I could see myself doing more so before like actually writing a book. Yeah.
Also, so you kind of got that acting bug, do some little short films and whatnot.
Yeah. Oh man, because my life is a movie. I'm saying that. If the cameras can follow me around for a few days, man, we make that place go viral. I mean, my check.
So tell me about your day from when you wake up to lay it down. What's a typical day for P Money?
I'm always on the move. Maybe take my stepkids to school. Then I get out, make me some coffee. Go to Starbucks. Gotta have Starbucks with white lightning. If you don't know what that is, that's gonna be a few shots of blonde espresso, 7 pumps white mocha. Gotta get that going. Take the Tahoe to the car wash, make sure it's in pretty big body. You know what I'm saying? And then, depending on what day of the week it is, I might have to get lined up, make sure I'm fresh, do what I need to do. Do my real estate class, do that for a couple hours consecutively. Phone always ringing. I do run, besides my PLE publishing company, I do have a small liquidation business. So what I do is I buy pallets, and I have things that come on that pallet. Like you buy the pallet for $300-400, and you might have 10 items on there that's $300-400. So post
Right.
that, sell that, constantly marketing on my phone, trying to share this, trying to build that, getting an ad campaign going, getting the music rolling, checking the phone. Here it goes. Also, I'm like my mom's guardian, so legally, like with court, so she called, gotta take care of that, gotta handle that. We got 4 or 5 kids at home, so this is just only a couple hours in. You know what I'm saying? So it's always going. It's always something going on.
Wow, that's yeah, I can relate. That's a busy day, but better busy than bored. Better busy than
Hey, you
bored.
can't never say ain't got nothing to do over this way.
So what do you do to just kind of step away? Because I'm a firm believer. Everybody need that time to like, all right, I need to decompress, focus on myself, get me together mentally for a minute. What do you do to kind of unwind and relax and be at one with yourself?
So I'm actually down in the studio right now. So this is like my layer. This is my area, massage chair. Shout out Uniquely Coordinated. Hey, Burn. Got the microphone, got the whiteboard in front of me so I could process and I could think and write my thoughts out. But if it is a nice day, I'm a big swimmer. So to decompress, the two things, if you know P Money, it's the water and it's the music. It's gonna chill me out. You feel what I'm saying? So definitely like to get in the car. I'm bass head, big bass head. So I got a crazy system in my truck. Go down the street, turn it up till I can't no more. Ride, I love driving. That's another thing. It just soothes me. I can get in the car, drive for 4 or 5 hours. Wouldn't care where I'm going. Cross the state line. I'm having a great day. Go to Michigan. How you doing? Come back. Whatever. It's
Yeah,
it definitely eases my mind.
yeah, because I think it's important that you do have that time to just kind of step away from everything, kind of gather your thoughts. Sound like you're looking for a house on the water somewhere one day, then, huh?
I've always like listen, I've always felt like my true potential is not going to be reached here in Ohio. I know my greater calling is somewhere else. And right now I'm here because this is in God's plan and I'm doing the steps that I have to do to get to the next level of elevation. But, Florida, I love it. Atlanta is cool down there too, but take me to the ocean. I would love to be by the beach.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Do you have any closing words or any last acknowledgments or plugs you want to get out before we go?
I do want to go ahead and just definitely again shout out some people. Shout out Eli Nash. Shout out Visions to Reality Events. Instagram. Go follow that amazing event planning service. Throne chair, rentals, wine walls, everything you need. Balloon arcs, man. She gets you together. Shout out PLE. Shout out Slaughter That Music. Shout out Crazy Bone for blessing me with the track. Shout out to my mama because without you, mama wouldn't be here. And let's keep going. Shout out to Ohio Entertainment Awards, Dre Day, everybody this year who has helped acknowledge me and get me closer to my goals any way, shape, or form. And just continuing to believe in me, support me. I mean, shout out to the whole world, to be honest, because sometimes we all need a shout out, you know?
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. You know, plus sometimes just a little encouragement. A little encouragement goes a long way.
That's right. Amen. Amen. And I'm getting back into like, church lately. And shout out to, religion. And if you religious, get out there and just stay to it. It's part of me and my relaxation time too, man. I pray, I wake
Mhm.
up, I pray, I manifest, and I meditate. You got to.
Mm. That sounds like a song or an album or something one day.
Wonder something, my guy? You wonder something?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. All right, I want to thank you so much, and I will be following up with you on keep up with your music. Hey, shoot it to me when you get your links together, you get a song done. I want to check it out, and I'm definitely looking forward to supporting you.
I appreciate you, man. And hey, one last thing too. If you have time, come to the Burnt Pickle, Kent, Ohio, December 17th. Show starts at 9 p.m. Anybody pull up, come through. Covers $20. Food truck outside, man. It's going down.
I might have to add that to my birthday itinerary because I too am a SAG, December 21st.
Hey, hey, I see. And I love how you say that for the end. That's how you put the icing on the cake, sir.
No doubt, no doubt. All right, you have a wonderful evening. Keep working hard. Like I said, we cheering for you and we supporting you.
Thank you. Bless you.
All
Have a
right,
good night.
you as well.